He throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Trey. Turner.
The pitch. And a new season is underway as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one.
First pitch, 110.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. One and two as he chases the slider.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. In previous duels with DeGrom, comes in with 6 hits in 18 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Here now is Juan Soto. Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Standing in now, Eric Thames.
Number 9.
As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish. Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Cespedes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 2-0 Washington. Max Scherzer is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher. And if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
Ahmed Rosario is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The count now at 2-2. Now here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Hit on the ground out to short. Turner gloves it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 6.
Standing in, Jeff McNeil, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Scherzer gets the sign. Here's the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out, nobody on. And this will be fouled away. Not bad. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Now to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way.
Inside ball.
Suzuki on at first, nobody out. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Zimmerman comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
So now to the plate, Max Scherzer, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. And missed 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Comes set, and the 0-1 in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Nationals have made this a 5-0 game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Adam Eaton digging in next. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2. Count remains at 0-2. 3 runs already home here. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. But the Nationals strike for 3, all coming via this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 5 and the Mets nothing.
Leading up for the Mets.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Outside, 3-0 now. The pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's still in the driver's seat. 3-1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
3-2 now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Soto is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Batting fifth. The right
So
fielder.
the base is empty here
Right
with
field.
1 away. And
John
up next, the
Porto.
left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 out, nobody on. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Pitch on the way. 3-1.
That ball went out.
And it's full now. 3-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And that's low. Ball 4.
Batting fifth. The catcher. Wilson.
Next up from New York, Wilson Ramos. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
A ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came to the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Cespedes takes ball 4 there, and he'll head down to first.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Here's Jake Marisnick. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, he sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This is on the ground over to first. That's a hit, their first of the new season. The tag, and he is out. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. All set for the start of the inning. Standing in, Howie Kendrick. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out.
The left fielder, number
1 away now in the Washington third, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2-1 to count. And the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Davis has got it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Suzuki is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Paul Sewald is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
As Drupal Cabrera will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
As Drupal Cabrera ahead in a 3-1 count now. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
The next 3-2. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So digging in now, Ryan Zimmerman. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. 3 left for Washington, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in, Paul Sewald, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. Here comes the first pitch.
Paul Sewald.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
0-1.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
The batter, number 1.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Ball 1. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
2-1.
All even now, 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
The count's full.
J.D. Davis will be next. Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count offering on its way. Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that AB right there. Grinding out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
At the plate now, J.D. Davis. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Throw over to the bag.
No, he's safe.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Aye.
Scherzer will check it first. And a dive, but he's back. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. A 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Up next to the net, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ball 3.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting at fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their in the game prior to the 4th inning. Obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding into the box, Max Scherzer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. The final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone.
And into left field for a one-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, and the runner back. Stepping in now, Adam Eaton. Pitch out, nothing doing. Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Here's the 1-1. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fouled away. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And the runner will get back standing. The 1-2. There goes the runner. Here's a swing and a ground ball. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Turner isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. 1 left for Washington as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Into the box, Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael.
Yes, he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him at first base as he took away a sure base hit that time.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way.
Yeah.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
52.
No doubt,
Joe
Manny. He's
Reddick.
one of my favorites, mostly
That's
because of his
Reddick.
stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Scherzer into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is in there. A called strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Settling in now, Juan Soto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out.
Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
Before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
3-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center, his second of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Into the box now,
The
Eric
right fielder, number
Thames.
9.
He'll
Eric
hold off on the slider to
Thames.
start the at-bat. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In for a strike. It's 1-1. No outs, nobody on. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 1-2. Right side. Reined in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So coming to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air now, out to left. Cespedes will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitting former All-Star Asdrubal Cabrera. And the pitch.
Hey!
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Bounce towards the second baseman. Right to him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nationals able to add on thanks to the long ball. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Nationals 6 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's
Manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Now in the box, Jake Marisnick. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts and all.
In there for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. 2 out, nobody on. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0.
Your
Justin
attention,
Wilson
please.
gets the call to
Now
pitch here, and he'll
pitching
try
for
to
the Mets,
sort this mess out. He's
number
going to try to
38,
at least eat a couple of
Justin
innings for his guys.
Wilson.
Top half of the sixth about to get
Leadoff for
started.
Washington.
Stepping up now,
The first
Ryan
baseman,
Zimmerman, 1 for
Ryan
2 in the ball game thus far.
Zimmerman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
A 1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 31.
Stepping up to the plate, Max Scherzer, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First offering on its way. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
The count 1-1.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. 1 out, nobody on. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Now the payoff pitch home. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options for whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Here now is Trey Turner as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And he goes up to get this one as he pops it up over toward the right side of the infield. Alonso is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Up next for Washington, the center fielder.
In now, Adam Eaton. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Davis has got it, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
First pitch on its way. Runners on first with 1 down. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1-2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Scherzer comes set. Here he comes 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well if you don't execute.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets strand 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Into the box now, Howie Kendrick. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marisnick on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. The pitch.
Ball one.
And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. One out, nobody on. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Popped him up. Ramos is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Washington, the right fielder, Eric Thames.
Stepping in, Eric Thames. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Three, 2.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 6-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my men on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Hit in the air to center field after it is eaten. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Center fielder number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Into the box now, Jake Marisnick. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Scherzer into the windup. Here he comes 0-1.
8-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
The 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They still find themselves down 6-0. Coming to the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The batter, the third baseman.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Digging in the switch hitter as Dribble Cabrera. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
The batter, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
So now to the plate, Ryan Zimmerman, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number
Starlin Castro will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Number 14, Starlin Castro.
cut fastball inside, ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Hit back up the middle. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. 1 left for Washington, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Austin Voth is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Austin Voth.
Eduardo Nunez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Ball
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This pitch is popped up. In there, a base hit. The throw into second, and he is in there. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. At the plate, J.D. Davis, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
The 1-0. In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him. Now the 2-0.
3 balls, no strike.
Pete Alonso would be next. The 3-0. A shot down the first baseline. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now
and next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0 the count. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Brad Brock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Brad Drop.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Ethan.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Eaton. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's outside.
Pitch on the way.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball
When
2.
you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fastball well outside.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
There's ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Striding in now for the Nats, Howie Kendrick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way.
Aye.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Ball 2.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. McNeil's got it for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Nationals 6 and the Mets nothing. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Max Scherzer in line for the victory, barring a late collapse here. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
The catcher, number 40.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. On the ground to third. Cabrera's up with it. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The left fielder, number 52.
Mets down to their final out now. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Nope.
Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Just hung in there on that one. The Mets down to their final strike. And it's fouled away. The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Nationals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Max Scherzer gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he struck out 13 in this one. Jacob deGrom couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
No run, 4 hits.